we're not going to have as much texture as we have got up here, which is lovely and light and bits and bobs and flecky, because underneath there it's going to be, a lot of it is going to be quite in shade. Little bits there, just dancing up there, jumping about. Add a bit more water to this now, so I'm just having a little trace of this because I'm doing this area. This is going to dry a lot lighter. These little bits there, which is good so I can see where they are, but just be aware that they're going to dry much lighter, about 10 shades lighter, so, which is just fine for what we want for this. See, it's got a nice little feathery body. Now I'm adding a bit more burnt umber now, and a little bit of phthalo blue together, and just using there ever so gently underneath his bill there, just to give it a bit of shadow, and on this, just around his eye there, and on this side. On the duck's right side, which is our left side, we're just having a little bit of shadow there. Not too neat a mixture, because we don't want it to look black. We still want to see those colours shining through. And now I'm going to just paint a little bit inside there and leave the top areas white. Right, now with, just wash my brush out and just giving it a quick dampen, and then I can lift these bits out there. So it's not a wet brush, it's just a damp brush, and it'll draw up. Now just do that again, give it I can lift out these big pools of colour, lifting it out. Yeah. Yeah, and just let that dry. At this point, let's put them on a bit of a ground there. So we'll just add a lights coming from there, so shadows at this side, remember. And this looks off the ground, so you don't want to put a shadow underneath it because it looks like it's touching the floor. We need to let the viewer think that he's actually lifting it off the floor, so we won't put that touch in there, we won't connect those two. Yeah. I'll let that dry a bit. Okay, I've just given it a good going over with my hairdryer. Just, it's still nice and hot, the paper. So at this stage, it's quite easy, quite possible, just to get your rubber and all these little lines, because if the paint goes underneath it, it actually stains the paper, as it were. It goes underneath the pencil lines, which makes it possible for us to rub out the pencil lines which are on top. If you're using gouache or acrylic, you won't be able to do that, because that paints over and seals the pencil lines into the picture, whereas this watercolour is great for allowing you to do that. So that's the first duck. Let's just emphasize that eye, those eyes now, because I want those eyes to be nice and dark. So I'm going to get a much smaller brush for this. Let's go for a rigger. rigger's one of these long brushes, yeah? It's got a really long, yeah, it's like a signwriter's brush. So now I'm going to add a couple of colours together. I'm going to go for like a Payne's grey, excuse me, and just in these little areas there. Okay, so that's the rigger at work. I'm going to add a little bit more, a real darker colour, so I'm mixing Payne's grey, burnt umber and some phthalo blue. And a really dark, and it's quite rich, this blend. So just under the very bottom. Gives it a little bit more depth now. Just a couple of dabs here and there, mainly around the bottom part here. Light's coming from there, remember. And that's your first duck done. So I'm just going to draw the second one and the third one in now, and we'll get back to you. Well, there's quite a scruffily drawn duck for the second one, so we'll just get on with it. And you know how we've done that one now, so you can follow along with that one as well. So I'm making it quite phthalo bluish there, quite a strong colour there. Well, that's more like green. This is going to be a little bit more on the bluer side. Bring that over. Can always add more colour in a bit. Okay. And I'm allowing little bits of speckles of the paper to come through, little bits of white to come through. It's as if the light's catching on his feathers. Okay. Got a bit of that green in there now. See how it goes on. Let's bring a bit of light out. And now just add a little couple of droplets in there. I mean, you don't have to use burnt sienna here. You could use a bit of Indian red if that's all you've got. They're both pretty much the same. Very close anyway. Drag this down now. Bring a bit of that colour out of there. Getting a bit intense near his nozzle. There. Bringing it up there. A bit of shadow in there. So burnt umber with phthalo blue and a little bit of Payne's grey in that area. That is ready to bust out of its area.